Hi YouTube, this is Felicia with the Bible Scraps, and boy, time does fly by. Oh my goodness. It has been 3 years since I brought my original idea, my bottle cap shakers, or bottle cap shaker charms. I think it's been 3 years this month, and I can't believe time has passed by. It don't seem like it's been that long. Well, first and foremost, I like to thank all of you who adopted my idea and who gave proper credits, which is a shout out and a link back to my tutorial. I thank you all so very much. I know there are YouTubers out there who have shared my idea and some have not given proper credits, but I want to thank all of you who have. It means a whole lot. Now, I have been meaning to do an update to my original video, which I will have linked right now in the upper right hand corner and with a thumbnail at the end of the video, because in my original video, I shared 3 different ways to create these bottle cap shakers. You see one way right here, one way there, and one way here. So in this mini series, I will break up each different type that you can make. And in this video, I will make this style of bottle cap. It uses the frame foams, and you see the frame here. This is my favorite style. You don't need to flatten these bottle caps. You use them as is. To get started, I'm using standard size bottle caps. Both of these bottle caps are colored on both sides, but you could use bottle caps that have the color on the outside and silver inside. The first thing you want to do, well, if you need to decorate the inside of your bottle cap, you can take pattern paper or cardstock, use your 1-inch circle punch, and punch out a center for your bottle cap. Now, we will make 2 bottle caps in this video. If you want to make it a little bit easier, what you can do is add adhesive tape to the back of your cardstock, and that's what I've done here. And you can remove the liner and just stick it down inside your bottle cap. Now, these 2 bottle caps, they will be the same with just minor differences. Okay, now this tool here is optional. It's a bottle cap hole puncher. If you want to create holes to suspend string or twine or ribbon through your bottle cap, then you would use something like this. What I recommend you do is take a bottle cap and practice punching. It's very easy to use, but if you want your hole to be in a particular place, practice don't hurt, right? So I'm going to add a hole in this bottle cap. But for this bottle cap here, if you want to make a instant charm, I shared a video a couple years ago on turning anything into an instant charm. You can use bells. I will have these linked below, and I'm going to use super glue. Now, super glue is runny. You don't need a whole lot, but because it's runny, I have found that you do need to let it sit for a couple minutes just to set. If you are working with a bottle cap with a silver inside, you can add your pattern paper or your solid cardstock, but then you could take an alcohol marker and you can color along the inside ridges. Or you can do like I do a lot and spray paint the inside of your bottle caps. Before we die cut out foam, I want to add a monogram tile to the inside of my bottle cap. Now, this is where you have to be careful and be cognizant of the orientation of your hole, because you want your letter and your hole to match up. I will once again use the super glue. You can use glaze I used that in my original video. You don't need a lot of glue. You want to add your tile or sticker or whatever you're adding, and you want, well, of course you're going to add your tile face up, but you need to make sure that your hole is in alignment with whatever you add so you can have the appropriate orientation. Let that sit for a second. You want to make sure it's totally dry, because if you added too much adhesive and then you add your shake will stick to that wet adhesive. Okay, the next step is die cutting. I will not die cut in this video, but I will share a tip. You need 2 circles in order to create this frame. Actually, in order to create these foam frames, and I will have the measurements of the circles listed right now. If you have the We Are Memory Keepers 21 circle die set and then you have these 2 circles, I don't know if you will have these 2 size circles with whatever die set you have. Before I share that tip, let me talk about the foam. I'm using 2mm fun foam. You can use 3mm, and you can use foam that already has the sticky on it. If your foam don't have sticky on it, you can apply adhesive, and I'll have this adhesive linked below. You can apply it on one side or on 2 sides. The tip for you when you're using multiple dies nested inside of each other, take your die and your larger die or smaller die, lay it face down, which means the ridges are face down on a magnetic sheet. And then take your other die and position it inside where you would like it. And then you are going to take tape, and you're going to layer the tape over both of the dies. And then when you pick up the tape, you have both dies on the tape. So here's an example of what I'm talking about. I've sent this through my Gemini Junior, and as you can see, I peeled back the tape and my dies are still on the tape. So I will send it through again, because with one of my bottle caps, I want 2 layers of this particular frame. Now you do want to keep these inside circles because you have just made adhesive back pop dots. That's if you added adhesive to it. If you didn't add adhesive, you can still keep them because you can add glue later. So you want to take your frame and remove the liner from one side and position it inside of your bottle cap. And you do want to press it down. With this particular bottle cap, I am going to add 2 layers, because you can use up to 2 layers if you use the 2mm foam. What I will do is use a frame that don't have any sticky at all. And that's how it looks thus far. Now I'm going to set that one aside and go ahead and use this one. I want to show you what you can use if you don't have the adhesive to add to your foam. So this frame don't have any adhesive. I'm using glaze. You know, the super glue may work as well. Take your glaze, and you could use glossy glaze, Fun Stamper's Journey glaze. There's different types. You want to add just a little bit around the perimeter of your bottle cap. And I'm not sure if you can tell, but I added some adhesive on the rim. Well, you could take a micro brush. I love these. I'll have these linked below. And clean up any excess. And take your frame and put it in and let it sit and set. I'm not sure if you can see, but I do have glaze that seeped underneath the foam, Well, you need to let that dry before you add your shake, because if you don't, the shake will stick to the glaze. A couple things to note. I totally forgot that bottle caps magnetize to magnet. Look at that, you guys. So super cool, right? And then I forgot to add my little, I think it's called an eye hook. I'll have this link below. I forgot to add it before I added my frame, but if you're using something like this, you can add it afterwards. But if you want to add twine or string, you would want to do that before you add your frame. To add this little hook thing, it's simple. You just screw it in. And this comes in different sizes. I will have this size linked below. Now I did add another layer here. So I have 2 frame layers in each bottle caps, but this one only has 1 layer. Need to do next is add your shake. But you see here, the layer that I've added, it has the adhesive liner on it. You want to leave it on until after you add your shake. So go ahead and add whatever you like. I'll add yellow in both of these. Now it's time to add our acetate. Now you can use a punch. The thing is, every punch will not punch through acetate. I'll have what I use linked below. If you used adhesive foam, it's just as simple as removing the liner from the frame, and you want to be careful because you don't want your shake to stick to your liner. And you can add your acetate right on top. Now I forgot to mention as well, I'm going to pour this out and use my micro brush to clean it out. The shake is coming out, but this is one step I want to share with you. If you need to deactivate your adhesive, use your micro brush and get some powder or cornstarch and rub it around the inside perimeter. And then you can blow out any powder. So now I need to add acetate to this shaker, and I'm going to use super glue. I have found that it sticks well to the foam and the acetate. Now you don't want to add a whole lot, but add it around the perimeter of your foam layer. And then take your acetate and position it over. You do want to let that sit for about 5 minutes. And to finish off your bottle cap, add a layer frame if you like. Now if you like the color of your foam, then you can leave it as is. I like to finish mine off with a layer around there and let it sit until it sets. And what you can do is add something on top. So my bottle cap charms, they have set, and I love how they turned out. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to have done this video again because I need to work more with my bottle caps. Well, if you have been inspired, you guys, to make bottle cap shakers, why not support this video? Give me a big thumbs up. If you have not subscribed, well, I have 2 more videos in this series coming your way, so hit that subscribe button. Feel free to adopt my idea. I only ask for proper credits. Do give shout outs and do link back to this video. Alright, you guys, I want to thank you all for watching. Don't forget, you can check my description box for the links below and check out my original video. Well, as always, blessings.